I hate BMX to be honest, but Kriss is alright, so yeah, that's why I kind of put up with him. Yeah, it has its history and all that, but yeah, I just go with it now, it's whatever.
There is kind of a lot of rivalry. How do you say that?
Rivalry. It's pretty old school nowadays. Well, this place is awesome for that. It's pretty funny. Like, there's no. Well, yeah, there is a bit. Beef.
not
worse.
There's not at all. Like, at the end of the day, everyone's just doing the same thing. We're all having fun. We're all doing what we're doing, and it doesn't really matter what sport you're doing. As long as you're having fun, you can do whatever you want, and no one's going to tell you different. It's just you. You can make up your own thing. You know what's cool, whatever you want. Like, you just have no one telling you what you can and can't do. So that's why.
Yeah, it's the whole freedom point of it all. Lights out.
Ah! Oh wait! No!
I love everything to do with what my sport is. It's just all about freedom, like what Kriss was explaining. I grew up playing hockey and like ice hockey, roller hockey, and it was always having a coach telling you what to do and where to go and all that. And then when rollerblading came to me, it was just total freedom, and it was just that kind of like you're let loose to do what you want to do. When everyone gets that, like, that's the whole point of it all. Then it doesn't really matter what you're on, if it's a scooter, BMX, whatever. If it's on wheels and you're expressing yourself, that's what it's all about, man. Yeah,
it's all pretty much the same. But people always ask me like, "Oh, what would you do if you didn't BMX?" It's like I don't picture my life without it. Like I don't know. Like BMX is my life and it's who I am, and it's just what I love doing. And even if I didn't have like all these amazing sponsors backing me today, I'd still be riding my bike every single day. The first time I actually spoke to him was at Dumbarton East train station after I'd been coming here. I was 14 years old and I was heading to stay with one of my friends in Glasgow. Chick, the owner, if I didn't have anywhere to stay, then Chick would let me kind of look after the park overnight and we'll just stay in the office. And eventually I was saying to Quinny, like, man, why don't you just hang back and like we can just skate late and like ride and stuff. And then we stayed at the park maybe 1 or 2 nights a week sometimes. Like we did total different sports, but we just feed off each other, the same type of person, and we'd also push each other with what we like to learn and stuff like that.
It was my dream for sure. Like even just coming here at the weekends was like a treat for me at first. I eventually started staying for the weekends and then for the week and then.
Yeah, before you know it, it's like we started staying here like 1 or 2 nights a week and then we're here all the time, and it's just like a dream come true, you know what I mean? Like not everyone gets to pretty much grow up in the biggest and best skate park in the world. Literally we'd wake up at like, we wouldn't even wake up what we're talking about, we wouldn't even go to bed, we'd pretty much just stay up all night and yeah, literally you can just ride till 3 or 4 in the morning or whenever you want, and it was like there was no rules. As long as you turn the lights off and you look after the place, and that's fine. So yeah, we would literally just smash it all night, and it was amazing. We used to film some stuff as well, didn't we?
Yeah, man.
It was great. I had one recently. Well, it was a really bad crash, but not for me, it's for someone else. We're in LA, and we got to a skate park, and there's this guy there, and he was just like an old kind of grumpy skater, and we just came in, we were on bikes, and I don't think we were really meant to be there. And he was just showing, like, making his mark right away, like dropping in front of you and carving around and all that. Didn't even see him, and I jumped in, and I hit this hip, and I done this like quite a high jump, landed going so fast, and all of a sudden he was there, and he was quite a fat guy, quite a big guy. And I rode into him, and I remember my pegs hit right off his shin. I went over the handlebars and I just kind of ran out, and I was like, oh shit, like, you okay, man, you alright? And he's like, no, I'm not alright, you know, and he was freaking out. I honestly thought I broke his shin, like with my peg just whacking it. What was he saying? Yeah, I've been skating for over 30 years and all this time I've never had anyone do that to me and all that stuff. And I was like, I'm sorry, man, like, what can I do? Like, I've said sorry, but to be honest, it was your fault. I was jumping the hip and you like tried to drop in. And yeah, I said the guy got absolutely owned. Kept saying sorry to him and he kept pacing around the park, and then he was shouting at me from across the park. I was like, man, like, I said sorry, like, what more do you want? And like, it's just ridiculous. But he got what was coming to him. If you're going to do that and just be an arsehole about it, then that's what you get. But his leg was absolutely ruined. And then he just hobbled to his car and drove away. Yeah, it was
poor guy.
Aye.
Yeah, it was actually fine. In the air I didn't feel so fine. I was like, well, here we go. Game over, but no, it was fine.
I thought you were trying to backflip and I seen it.
Well, I was actually trying to backflip, to be honest, but I thought I didn't want to show off too much, you know, like not in my first go. But yeah, that was actually surprisingly okay. It's fine. Like, landing on ice for me is actually quite a dream, especially all those pads. Landing on wood hurts a lot more with no pads. So. I guess it's kind of weird when you see unicyclists come in.
This happened in here, isn't it?
What else? Jason Feeling on a trolley, probably.
Yeah. We've dragged a couch to the top of a roller in here, like a settee, like a 3-seater, and we've all got on it and then went down it and stuff. And
Yeah, probably the weirdest things that's happens probably because of us.
Probably is, yeah. And like those tractor tires as well. Like we climb inside a tractor tire and then drop down an 8-foot quarter and that. So
Yeah.
probably is the weirdest stuff's in here, and it probably has that I've done it. Right.
Yeah, so if you've not seen Chris's episode, go and check out Chris rolled in the 8-foot and a tire
Yeah.
and his girlfriend.
So that riding shotgun thing at the end.